Yeah, no, I'm moving here. Well, and Betty's gonna be on Zoom, Art. Should just be cute.
You guys let me know when you want to start to record.
As soon as Betty's on line.
She is. She's on mute right now.
Very good.
I think we're,
Hi, I didn't change the name. It's under Jack's, but it's me.
Okay. All right. I'm going to call this meeting to order. Stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Here. Cheryl Sadowski.
Rob Dillon.
Art Ivanek.
Elizabeth Jenkins Donahue.
No. We're all set. We have a quorum. And motion to approve the minutes of the March 7th meeting.
Second.
Okay, motion and second to approve, all in favor?
Hi.
So carried. Okay. So. We will have one item on the agenda. For George and Stephanie.
Hi.
Okay. Everybody had a chance to go over this?
We have more stuff to.
Add more?
Want to see it?
Sure, I'd like to see it. Good, thank you. How are you? Good.
This is, the latest proposed, but we're looking to build, we had to shrink it down so for some of the hardships. We do have the wires there that we can go any closer. We're stuck there. So what we looked at here was this proposal. What's shaded, obviously here, these are decks.
Mhm.
And then the blue is actually the only part that's overcoming, this is a deck, the only part of the foundation that would be going over the original 25-foot setback line would be that little corner right here,
Mhm.
but the deck would be a little bit more over the setback, so that's why we wanted the 10-foot variance.
Okay.
right, but it's in the original poll, right, that we can't, even though on here, you know, at the town, we have really another 14 feet that we can go forward on this side and 25 up there. It's marked right now where we can only start our foundation here because of the utility pole and the lines. So
Yeah, so we're stuck there.
we're stuck.
So we're also, we have this one where it's right on the other side, which I have a 15-foot variance right now.
Mhm.
And we did two drawings, one with it shifted over here 2 feet to give us a little leeway there, which would put us over a little bit more on this setback, but still within the 10-foot variance that we're asking for.
And I took pictures of my lot. And you can see where, if you want to just take a look through them, that where it's already, the lot's already staked too, and this is the survey that's already stamped.
Yeah.
So it's already, this is, you want to like,
So this is the utility pole.
that's the utility pole. This is,
the
yeah, this is the survey.
survey.
Yeah. You're gonna see that the cottage where we're asking for that variance, it's way at the bottom. It wouldn't even affect them like
This
this.
one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, seasonal cottage, exactly. So I just put down for the,
This is the utility pole.
yeah,
I'm actually gonna miss that bit.
Well, that's the actual, that's.
That's the real
That's-
pole,
that's the real
that's
pole.
an auxiliary pole for temporary power that we have on it right now.
So, yeah, and that's the power line going all the way through.
When did you receive the other variance for the other side?
That
Oh,
was
we didn't, it was-
pre-existing.
It was pre-existing?
Yeah.
That's already part of that. Part of us, that's a thing we did prior. Owners.
I haven't had a copy of it, do you?
It's in your guys' files. We actually have it.
Did you have it soon?
I might have it.
No, it's good. Sorry, you don't mind me looking over your
Oh,
shoulder?
not at all.
Is this a one-story or two-story home?
Two-story. I got pictures of it too, right here. Yeah. These are preliminary plans for ours. Yes, I have something in there too from Chris Madden from Augustville that said that's all.
Yeah.
It's not an issue.
There's no existing septic right here. It's actually right here. So
Yeah, he's already been, that's already been approved. We have a commit and everything from them. So. That's the side where it's 15 feet, that's really, that's on the side of that neighbors. We're not asking to do anything. that's
Or
like-
you're staying right on?
yes,
Yeah, we can't do that.
yes, the other house.
Way down. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little cottage is right
So
there.
we're only gonna be over on this corner. That's what we're kind of looking to do.
We just, yeah. We have to shrink the footprint, because this house was gonna just be, cost us too much money. And the new footprint just got really wider, and the deck was on that side.
It looks like you're not encroaching on this.
Right, but it was also a lot bigger, which would have cost too much money, we can't do it.
And if the trunk, if we couldn't fit, it wouldn't be a livable house where it was shrinking up in that way. We had to go longer this way.
Just a little bit, yeah, just 2 feet.
I did over her shoulder.
Yes, if we didn't have that problem with the wires, we wouldn't even have to ask for the variance, because we would have just went up on the lot a little bit, but we can't. And I already spoke to, came to the lot too, and that was a while ago. Oh, what's his name?
It's not really the pole location, it's the wires overhead, that's the issue.
Like,
pole.
and the pole.
Well, but the poles on the property line looks like good and arborvitae. This, in this picture, is this the pole in question? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just because the wires are flying overhead,
Yes,
two-story house wouldn't be able to build
Yes,
up.
yes, and the foundation is up. One of the foundations.
Okay.
I think that's in another picture too. See? Is it on the- is it in there?
Strata foundation.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
see how close it is? Yes, the pole.
Yep.
There's the thing, so he put it where, on here, Eric Seitz, the surveyor, marked it exactly where we could start.
Yep.
The foundation.
More than just a pole
No, it's the
location,
wires.
it's the wires.
Oh, right, too, yeah.
The whole unit, we can't do it. We're the same, except for we just shifted it off to this side, a couple of feet over. We can do either one. We're just trying to give ourselves maybe a little more room on this side.
You wait a little bit more from that neighbor, which we're so close to.
So moving it this way though, moved your
So it still
Oh,
stayed
setback.
within, correct,
setback.
but it still kept us, this dotted line is the 10
It's the
foot
10 feet.
variance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is why we kept it within Even moving it over 2 feet, we said we could keep it here, but even moving it 2 feet, we're still within inside the 10-foot variance that we're looking for. So we have a little wiggle room, it's basically what I'm saying, I'm not right on top of the property line there.
That would be a little further away from Glenn, which we're on top of him. So he would probably be glad, the other house, it doesn't even affect the other house at all.
Who owns the seasonal cottage?
It's like 7, I asked Sue. It was inherited, I think there's like 7 people who own it. They're never there, the only one that's there is Cindy, she's the daughter, she comes periodically.
Is there anybody that was objecting? Me too. But then I've been.
Oh,
Yeah, so I know exactly like where.
Well, could you
Yeah.
pass those?
So can you-
Should be opened up for people in the audience, if there's anyone who has any questions on this. Speak. They need to say who they are and where they live.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any objection?
Well, first of all, I'm Kate Simpson, this is Bill Simpson. We live at 4 Beachview Road Extension, which is the, we're not abutting, but we have the right of way on the other side of the property. The 15-foot easement. As you're looking at
If you're
the,
facing the water,
facing the water, it would be on the left-hand side.
where the lower cottage is.
No, they're-
No, the other
water
side.
would be on the right-hand side.
That's correct. Oh, I'm in the right, okay. It's not where the cottage is.
So
No,
It's right here.
this right here.
No, no,
Right.
right here on this survey, it says path and right away to others is right down here.
Oh, okay.
I would assume you're talking it,
Yes.
yeah. there's
Right.
another way.
and there are 3 properties that have that
We
easement.
we can get up and look at these maps.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't, it's not my skill.
I say the right away.
I
is
wasn't-
here.
I didn't realize that they weren't looking at the easement on both sides. I thought they were looking on both sides, which concerned me dramatically, because that would have put the house right on the 15-foot line.
No, what they're saying.
And that was a concern to
That
me.
pathway is what's in question, what they're asking for is on the. other
Correct, on
side.
the other side. I didn't realize that. It wasn't,
Yeah, we're actually looking to move it a little further away from it.
I realize that now,
Yeah.
but I didn't get I didn't have the generator at the time, so.
So
I
do
didn't
you
know.
have, do you have any objection to it now?
I'm just a little concerned, and I'll share with you why. There's been some difficulty with the path on the right of way being clear. Down near the water, it's not clear. There's like a barricade about halfway across where I know they want their privacy, but they put a barricade up barring half of the 15 feet from access to the water.
No, it's actually, if I could speak, it's
Yeah.
actually on my patio. I have a patio
Which is
right down
open.
on the bottom, right on the
Down here,
water.
they got a
So what I
barricade.
have is the stairs are full access. They have full access to go through, go down the stairs, go into the water. There's no blocking them whatsoever. What I have is on my patio, which is above on the side to the left. I have something there for my things. So
Yeah.
nothing is blocking them from going to the water.
No, that's true. Well, it's blocking the 15 feet. I do have some pictures if you want to look at.
I'd like to see that.
Sure. Sorry, I don't have enough copies for everybody.
We'll share.
I called today, but
We share.
I couldn't get the number of folks on the committee. They're numbered, and I can explain for you. Number 1 is the approach to the lake. And this is the demarcation of 15 feet where that fence is. Number 2, I would be happy to give it to you after, because you can have a look. Number 2 is a close-up of that fence, which from the border goes to the 15-foot mark. Number 3 is from the bottom, looking up. The stairs, right? Now, number 4 is taken from the lake, looking up. The former owners put that patio in, and they had a demarcation of around a tree at the 15-foot mark, which is right shown here, shown much better in this final picture. They also put the dock at the 15-foot mark. That was the Belials that owned it previously.
Yeah.
Pretty savvy about. Now, this is what's my concern is right here. As I come down the stairs, my 15-foot is gone at the bottom of the stairs.
So. Like, do you want to hang out there?
No, I don't want to hang out there at all. I just would like to put my things down to go in the water
Okay.
and be able to get up again out of the water and dry off, maybe sit there and dry off. You don't know, there's no party going on, believe me. The gentleman that also shares the right of way has a couple of kayaks that he wants to get in and out there too. He's not able to be here tonight.
Okay.
He's the new guy. in the back.
They're not giving us a total 15 feet here with this here.
Okay,
But that has nothing to do with what we're doing here on, what we're asking for, to push the property over. It has nothing to do with that
so
side.
the variance on the site.
I understand, it, but they did ask why we did it. That's
Yes.
Right.
And my question is, the deed that you have for the right of way, does it say a 15-foot right of way? Because if it says a 15-foot right of way, this is 15 feet along here, which means you'd have the whole thing. This is showing a path and right of way to others, which isn't a full 15
I know.
feet.
I have the deeds here.
Okay, I'm just curious because
You
the
bet.
surveyor did
I
this
understand. I get it.
and 15 feet would put it
Correct.
right.
Okay.
Betty, hang on a
This is
second.
a letter to the real estate agent, because I was concerned. So we wanted the real estate agent.
Okay, I just,
Okay.
Well, I'd like to get a copy of my deed too. I don't
This is
have it.
one deed, my deed. This is my deed. That's the neighbor's deed. And they both reference an old book. Number, where is this? Number 26,375, which is right here with the full definition.
We bought our property.
I believe I have to interject, and I have to really, truly, I think he's having an issue because we had a problem with them leaving their furniture on
In
our
the
thing.
beginning, yes, and we
And
moved it.
they made a little sit area to set up, to sit down, and realized that this is just a go through, a walkway, not to, this is my patio, this is, I sit here, this is our property, this is just a walk, a right of way to
Someone
get
can
in
go
the
to the
water.
water, which we have no problem with someone bringing in a kayak down.
It should
Going into the
chairs,
water,
you had
going
chairs
on.
down there, and if you
No,
put,
we had one chair.
you put a chair down there, you put a rug, you moved our stuff.
Yeah, several times, took our stuff off.
Yes,
In
it's
the
cement.
beginning, that did happen. It's
Cement, so I put down an indoor outdoor carpet, so we don't have to be on the cement.
Yes.
I have a
Yeah.
bench there. And
It's,
yes.
Did you have permission from the previous owner?
Pardon?
Did you have permission from the previous?
we
owner?
had, it's been like this for a long time.
I'm just
This is
curious.
different, yeah. This has just been.
Well, sometimes when
It
you
was
have
difficult in the
permission
beginning.
from previous owners and the property is sold. then,
I
you know.
understand, and that's, so my understanding is no one has any right to put anything on the right.
No, and I made sure of that when I bought the property.
Right, so you
Because
don't
that's
have anything
insurance
either.
purposes, everything, I own that whole property. If someone has something on there, it gets stolen or whatever, I don't want to store people's property. I pay a lot of taxes
No,
for this
We
lot.
don't
So I
wanna
don't
leave
store
anything there, we just
anyone's
want.
property.
I don't want
Let
people
me, let me just say something.
Sure.
I don't see this as being a concern of the zoning board of appeals.
Okay,
This is a zoning matter or
okay, I
a
understand
matter
that.
for the building official. We're here to approve or disapprove their request for a variance,
Okay,
and this has nothing to do with that.
well, my only inclination is the disrespect for the property. That's all. If it's disrespected here, will it be disrespected on that other variance? That's all, you know,
Well, the variance that they're looking for is on the
I
opposite side
realize
of the
that.
property.
I realize that, and I didn't, and I apologize, I didn't realize that. at the beginning.
But, you know, I'm, you know, certainly concerned
I
with your,
understand.
with your issues, but it's not an issue for this board.
Okay. So you can't say that that 15-foot exists or anything.
It's
Who do I
not,
go
it's
to?
not, it's not a topic for this body to
Okay, who do I
discuss.
go to?
I believe that would be the
The zoning
zoning board, right?
enforcement.
The zoning board,
Primary.
this is the zoning board
It
of
becomes a
appeals.
civil-
Oh, there's
Yes,
another
the
board.
Zoning board.
Actually, it just becomes a civil matter when it comes down to something like that. You've got proof, you've got 15 feet, if you got issues, it becomes a civil matter between property owners.
So I'd have to get legal assistance. on that.
Civil matter,
That's too
yeah.
bad. That's not.
Well, I
something
mean,
wanna-
hopefully you guys can work it
I
out,
certainly
right? You're,
didn't
you're
want to do
here and
that.
you're discussing it.
That's why I'm here. I
Right,
didn't want to
but
do that.
we as a body can't make any
No.
decision towards the issue you're having because it's not within our purview.
And I would say that you'd want to try to work it out between you guys, for
Okay.
sure.
The point is, if they're disrespectful of our 15 feet on this side, what are they going to do on the other side?
We're using our property.
They
That's all
own
we're
that
doing.
property, so.
You have a
Utilizing
bench on
that
our
property.
property, which we don't even want there. You have a bench there, which we didn't even say anything to you to take it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
everything-
disrespecting
everything's-
us. We
yeah,
own
everything
that.
That's on that.
That's
No,
just
I'm
property.
not disrespecting you.
That's how I
Everything-
feel.
Well,
This is
yeah.
not the forum for this issue. Did you have something, sir? Okay. And Betty had a question?
I did. So I didn't, am I an alternate at this meeting?
No.
Okay, all right. Do I need to see anything that was discussed down there? Is there anything different from what Sue provided?
No.
No, okay, I have that then. Okay, thank you.
I still have a question. You don't notify abutters of the issues of this meeting, is that right?
It's published in.
In the newspaper. Right, I did see
That's
that.
that's legal notices in the newspaper. That's all it's
And
required
that's
of
all
us.
that's required of you. Interesting. Then I have no objection about that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not objecting to that. Anything else? Maybe we can have a guy too. This is two of us. Still want to get that parking, right? Yeah. It's fine. They have 5 cars parking.
Can discuss it.
My biggest question is, which one makes more sense? 5 or 6?
in mind. I think something else in 2 feet being off of that
Yeah.
property line is like-
Yeah, could you define this access way better?
So that's.
So you're passing down, I know what they are, but we're leaning towards site 5. As
Would have been
making
bringing
more
it a
sense.
little more off of that 15-foot setback on
Okay.
the side, just at least, bringing it more than- so. South side,
Focus on-
south side. South side. Yeah, so north is this way, the south side, a little away from
I personally don't have any issues with this.
Site 5.
Okay, so
It's very similar to one that we approved.
Yeah, I guess my only concern is the cottage and the representation there, but if they're not here, they're not here, and we have to go on.
And I would say, down that property, it is far.
Okay.
There.
about the parking places, they've got the 7 parking, 5 behind the house. Is that an issue?
You're talking about the cottage?
Yeah, I am. Betty's, it used to be Betty's cottage in the old days.
We're not discussing parking. If it's
No.
on their property, it's their concern to deal with,
Yes,
it's not
so,
ours.
no, it's the other people's property it's on.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're only concerned about their wedge
Yes,
that they've
okay.
purchased and where we're gonna allow them to place the property.
Right,
And what we're leaning towards is site 5 that they have appears it would make more sense to be further away from your pathway.
okay. It does, if they, certainly, people are
that's
gonna be
what-
walking by,
Right.
they'd have much more privacy.
But that's what we're discussing right now.
Okay. Well, I'm good with this.
Okay.
So,
Everybody else?
I agree with that.
They would have the hardship because of the
exactly.
The
And the wires,
CLP amount.
the pole was confusing because they kept saying pole and it's not really pole, it's pole and wires.
And
You're doing a
10 to
2-story
1.
building and you can't build up into the wires.
The easement for that CLP is probably 15, 20 feet wide too.
Yeah.
At least a good 15 feet wide for the power lines. I would think.
Then need to vote to approve. Or
Make a motion.
Make a motion to close the public hearing and then we do the vote.
and a second to close discussion. All in favor?
Right.
Okay.
Aye.
So motion vote on it.
I'll make a motion that we accept site 5 as an approved variance
There's a second.
For, we're saying for a 10-foot, for the 10-foot setback,
for the 10-foot setback.
or is it 15?
I believe it's,
It'll be a 15-foot
Foot
setback,
setback.
but it'll be a 10-foot variance.
Variance, yeah, for the 15-foot setback.
agreed.
Okay. I second, did we get a second?
I third.
Okay,
I second it, and for the hardship of the property is basically actually the size of the lot is
all right,
definitely shaped in that CLMP easement through there.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we're trying. It's a long road, but we're trying.
Okay, no, you guys should probably move all this.
All right.
I want to go exhibit.
You guys want those?
Yes,
I just
exhibits.
want to give.
That you get back, yes.
Yeah,
Because
I
it is
mean, I don't need this one, but I need this one.
Stephanie.
This is the one we approved.
Stephanie,
Okay.
I'm gonna work with you.
You understand our logic, right? It
Well,
pulls
leave
you
them
away
on.
from that line.
Yeah, that's why we looked at it.
These are
As long as we move it a little bit, we can.
Drawings.
Are you
As
Sue
long as
Chilton?
we move it over.
Yeah,
those are
move it a little
exhibits.
bit.
These are exhibits.
Oh, dear.
So is that-
Sorry
so
to
what does
hear
that
that.
look
Yes.
like? It just goes on
No,
and on.
I didn't
Now we
even
have that
realize it
variance.
was
No. Oh, we should
Julie
close the
was
meeting.
like,
We're recording all this too, don't worry.
Yeah, she will send you a variance.
So I just wanted to, let you know, listen, we tried to, I just want to know how much I needed to, how many were on
Variance
the
has to be
board.
filed on the land.
So that was
Excuse
my
me,
big
Susan,
question.
could you explain to them
So Sue will.
what happens now?
yes, so what we're gonna do is there's gonna be a notice of decision that's gonna be put in the paper again. And then there are 2 weeks for anybody to come out with any kind of appeals or anything. Once you've gone past that 2 weeks, then you will be able to put this on file with the town clerk. And in order for it to be official, it has to be recorded with the town clerk, and I'll let you know when that time period is.
Perfect.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone, very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
Wait, I'm sorry. Have we, one question, I should have raised my hand. Have we had anybody interested in filling that position?
Filling what position?
Did we had a person resign from the committee?
Vacancy.
No, it's not for you.
You guys.
Did I miss that?
Have a good night.
Good, sorry.
Stephanie.
There's been no interest, Betty.
Oh, okay, all right, that's okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, he's there, I thought they were yours.
Did we do a motion?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I did it and she seconded.
I think
We're all
Jamie
in favor.
seconded. Yeah,
We're all in favor.
closing the meeting.
Aye.
This